All right.
Students don't look for that kind
So who observed Amy?
Because she knows this is plus.
Okay, Amy. I was saying, not this Amy, sorry. I was watching you the whole time. All right, so what did you, and you, is that right? Okay, great. So in the back, what physics idea did you observe Amy articulating?
When she spoke about electrons moving, the movement of electrons.
The movement of electrons.
Yes.
Like, where are you looking at?
They jump.
5.
They jump from one piece of tape to the other.
They jump from one piece of tape to the other one. That's one of the ideas that she contributes. Okay, so like an electron transfer model. Is that what she's proposing there? Possibly, maybe. Okay, all right. What did you guys see?
She didn't really propose it. That was agreeing with Deb before her.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we felt like she was very passive, and she was very probably even bored.
She's
even
not
though
one of
she was acknowledging all the time.
She was engaged, I thought.
But
She
we
wasn't
don't-
contributing much, but she was
But
engaged.
even the way they cut it, I'm not sure where that first sentence came from. But you notice her, she worked on her clothes, she worked on her position, she moved around, you know,
Okay, so you thought she was not too engaged, and she was just sort of being receptive to Deb's idea. What did you guys think?
Well, we thought that she also had the idea that electrons moved from one place to another, and we also thought that she had the idea that when electrons moved, that resulted in a charge, because she talked about the whole top piece being plus, and then the whole bottom piece becoming negative because the electrons had moved.
So I think that's really interesting. Along the whole surface of this top one would be plus, and then Bridget clarifies, once you open it, right? But it makes me wonder whether Amy was thinking about the top and the bottom one being plus and minus when they were together, like already, and then you just took them apart? Or were they 0 when they were together, and it was in the process of pulling them apart that they got plus and minus? So that seems like something else I noticed was this jump.
Yeah.
She's the one who says jump, and then I remember Caleb talking about jumping later, and I wonder whether her jump has anything at all to do with his jump. Thanks. What about Caleb? Who observed Caleb? You guys and you guys. All right. You guys. Oh, you three groups. Okay.
Well, I think the first thing we noticed was that we think that Caleb might disagree with Deb that the balloon is polarized, and instead think that that it just gets more electrons.
Huh.
So when she says it's going to be polar, does that happen? And he says, I think just the negative one just gets more electrons. So when we see the word just, we were thinking he might be disagreeing with Deb.
Okay.
And then we were just admiring the lovely causal sequence that comes after that, where he says, I don't know why that happens, and then he proposes a mechanism, and they just sort of built on each other, where they're linking, somebody getting more electrons to electrons jumping, to them needing energy for jumping, to them getting energy from rubbing, which is not all Caleb, but just sort of seems to start with his line 16.
What did you guys notice?
So we sort of thought that he might be thinking about some other knowledge, because when he said jump up, that made all of us think of like electron levels, which would be a different process. But he's bringing the idea that they need energy to jump, but that jump up phrase we thought was sort of different than when she used jump to mean between the two things.
I heard you saying maybe it sounds like you might be thinking about a Bohr model or something, which is different than thinking of electrons jumping up, in a higher level form from the nucleus. That's different than thinking of it jumping from one tape to the other. Okay. All right. What did you guys notice about Caleb's ideas?
Yeah, in addition to what the other groups said, he uses the word excite, more excitation, which is quantum mechanics kind of convention, more from one energy level to the other.
Great. Okay. And who observed Deb? Nobody. You guys all thought she was just like way too obvious.